Well, good morning, gentlemen. I'm really pleased to sort of host this introduction session because you guys joined, I think, team in the beginning of June. You connected because you're on the same new members forum, and you're not far from each other, so you hooked up. And I think you actually got together face to face at team conference. And I hear that great things have happened since that time, because you've started collaborating very productively. And I think what you told me off camera was 6 roles. It looks like 6 roles have been completed since that time in mid-June. So brilliant. James, you tell your story first. Tell us a bit about CU Recruitment.
Yeah, so I'm James Rayner. I'm the managing director of CU Recruitment. We've been going for around about a year now, and we are the UK's only recruitment agency that solely deals with recruitment for credit unions.
That's CU Recruitment. And I remember when I said, that's a bit narrow, I'm sure you won't be able to scale your business, and you've absolutely crushed it between you. So I'll shut up with my advice in the future. Steve, tell us about SureStep.
Well, SureStep Recruitment started 2 months ago. So I was in the first week that I joined team. I've come from a finance background, but also IT recruitment. So I look at those 2 areas. So with CU Recruitment, it worked really well that we're able to cross over with the finance roles that he has, James has, and what I can provide. Brilliant.
And I know nearly all the roles have been with CU Recruitment, and Steve, you've supported that. But right. you work quite collaboratively, slightly different. You're not just finding the candidates, are you, Steve? And James is managing the client. You're interweaving, aren't you? Your skills and experience on both sides. Just tell us a bit about that, James.
So when we first started talking about doing these roles together, it was initially that, well, I'll do all the advertising, I'll get all the candidates through, then Steve will sit and screen them, he'll call them and pre-interview them, pass them back to me, and then I would deal with submitting them to the client, feedback, follow-up interviews, etc. And we're keeping each other in the loop the whole time and really working together to pick out good candidates. So it's a really, really collaborative effort, as opposed to just Steve's giving me a candidate and then I deal with it. And I think, at least from my perspective, I found that it's worked really, really well.
That's fantastic, isn't it? And Steve, you're new to recruitment, so I guess because of James's longer experience in the process, that's helped you with the recruitment processes, which is so important as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was in recruitment for about 6 years, but that was 15 odd years ago now. So things have changed a little bit. So James has been a good fountain of knowledge, and it comes to actually understanding the best places to go and helping out as well.
And I don't want to, money is what we're all, with part of what we're here for. The 6 roles that you put together, how much, if you don't mind sharing that, how much billing has that created for each of you, or for the total? It's not necessary to tell us what the split was.
I think I would say the total on those 6 roles is going to be somewhere between, I think, 14 to 16k total. And then we've worked on a few like different splits depending on how we split the work for each role. But that's around about the total.
Well, that is fantastic, guys. Well, you practically paid for your membership for the next 10 years each. So you don't have to do that up front, though. You can keep that. But keep up the good work. This is such great news. I know, James, you're going on venturing on a new path. You're going to work remotely in Thailand and Bali for probably 6 months. Steve and I are hugely jealous of that. That can work, and it'd be great to catch up in a few months' time, perhaps do one of my fireside chats to see how that remote working's going. That'd be really good, and the members would love to do that. I've got a couple of other members I mentioned to you earlier that are working abroad, and I'll connect you with those. But guys, fantastic news. Well done on getting together so quickly, and keep up the good work. It's so inspiring. Thank you.
Thanks, Simon.
Cheers for now.